The athletic department at the University of Oregon is located at the newly constructed Len Casanova Athletic Center next to Autzen Football Stadium. This facility provides a central location for athletes, coaches, and staff to meet and conduct the services of a first-class athletic department. The department is also concerned with the health and well-being of its some 500 athletes. To ensure its athletes are properly cared for, the department provides 3 treatment centers, 5 full-time certified athletic trainers, 8 graduate assistant certified athletic trainers, and 1 team physician. Also a number of volunteer sports medicine specialists and surgeons. The Lawton Treatment Center in the Casanova Center is located on the ground level next to the weight room, equipment room, locker rooms, and the wrestling room. It was named in honor of Dr. William C. Lawton, who was our team physician from 1984 through 1987. Because of his enthusiastic support for Oregon athletics and dedication in providing medical services to the athletes, Dr. Lawton inspired the local medical community in giving financial support for the construction and equipping this beautiful treatment facility. Athletes utilize the treatment center for pre- and post-practice preparation, treatments, rehabilitation, and use of modalities, rehabilitation equipment, exercise pool, and biodex strength testing. Football and wrestling athletes make use of this treatment center the most because of their proximity to having regular practices in either Autzen Stadium, the football practice fields, or in the wrestling room. All sports utilize these facilities for their weight training and off-season conditioning programs. The Gold Digger Treatment Center is located in the basement of MacArthur Court. It is named after Dr. George Gold Digger, team physician for the University of Oregon between 1939 and 1974. The Gold Digger Treatment Center is a primary treatment facility for men and women's cross country and track and field. Also volleyball, men and women's basketball, men and women's tennis, and softball. This treatment center is likewise fully equipped to handle practices, treatments, and rehabilitation. Because it is on campus, most athletes receive morning treatments here in between their classes. The Bowerman Treatment Center is located in the Bowerman Building at Hayward Field. It is the on-site treatment facility for track and field athletes. The Bowerman Treatment Center is used for pre- and post-practice preparation and care of acute injury only. It is named in honor of Bill Bowerman, who donated the building for the betterment of track and field. He was the track coach for many years before his retirement. The center is located right on the north turn of the track and is very accessible for athletes during track meets. I'm Dean Adams, head athletic trainer at the University of Oregon Athletic Department. My primary responsibility, as well as being head trainer for football, is to administratively oversee the medical coverages for our student athletes. This involves the organization, the operation, and the supervision of my training staff and all 3 treatment center facilities. My office is located in the Lawton Treatment Center at the Casanova complex. Our services are to provide emergency first aid care, follow-up treatments, and long-term rehabilitations for all athletic-related injuries incurred during practices and games. Ed Elder is an associate head trainer. He graduated from the University of Oregon with a master's degree in athletic training. Ed assists with administrative decisions and also oversees the daily operation of the Gold Digger Treatment Center at MacArthur Court. He also covers men's basketball and men and women's track and field. Ed is also the clinical coordinator for our graduate curriculum in sports medicine. Kim Terrell is another assistant trainer that graduated from the University of Oregon with a master's degree in athletic training. Her offices are located in both the Gold Digger Treatment Center and the Bowerman Treatment Center. Her team assignments are with women's basketball and men and women track and field. She also has specialty skills in orthotic construction and as an X-ray technician. Ken Smith is an assistant trainer that graduated from the University of Arizona with a master's degree in athletic training. His office is located in the Lawton Treatment Center. His team assignment is with football, and he also coordinates the long-term rehabilitation programs with injured football players. Ken provides morning treatments to injured football players at the Gold Digger Treatment Center on campus in between their classes. Tim Meekins is also another assistant that has graduated from the University of Oregon with a master's degree in athletic training. His office is located at the Lawton Treatment Center. His team assignment is wrestling, and he also assists with football. Tim has special skills in aquatic rehabilitation and biodex testing and programming. The athletic department also employs 8 graduate assistant athletic trainers to supplement the medical coverage of our varsity athletes. These students are in the graduate sports medicine curriculum offered by the Department of Exercise and Movement Science. The students come from a variety of undergraduate programs across the country, but all are certified by the National Athletic Trainers Association. The students are normally in a 2-year program. They are able to gain a high level of experience at the NCAA Division I level of competition. Our coeducational treatment facilities is very attractive to highly qualified student trainers. Dr. Kendall Hills is our team physician who examines athletes who are suffering from either injuries or illnesses that are affecting their participation in practices or games. He utilizes the Student Health Services facilities on campus for lab tests, medical prescriptions, x-rays, and any other services that are available to the regular student. Dr. Kenneth Singer and Dr. Donald Jones are 2 of several orthopedic surgeons who are used as referrals for our injured athletes. They conduct frequent orthopedic clinics at both the Gold Digger Treatment Center and at the Lawton Treatment Centers. Their services are extremely valuable to us and to the quick return of the athlete for his or her participation. Marilyn Stursa is our insurance coordinator who has her office at the Lawton Treatment Center. She is responsible for processing all the insurance paperwork regarding medical bills occurring from athletically related injuries to our varsity athletes. It is very important for her to keep in close communication with athletes, trainers, doctors, vendors, and parents. The taping and first aid area is the most heavily used area in the treatment center. Preventative ankle taping or the wearing of ankle braces is mandatory for all football players during practices and games. We are able to tape 7 athletes at the same time on the taping bench. We have a variety of tapes, wraps, splints, and padding that can be applied in this area. The first aid counter provides an area in which lacerations, abrasions, and open type wounds can be thoroughly cleaned and dressed. Time is a big factor in the football player's pre-practice preparation. In the treatment area, we conduct injury evaluations and provide routine treatments with a variety of modalities. Heat packs are frequently used to warm up a specific injured body part prior to stretching, exercising, lifting, and or as part of the athlete's formulated treatment program. Normal application time is usually 15 to 20 minutes. The slant board is used by athletes to provide proper stretching to the ankle joint and the Achilles tendon and calf muscles. It offers 3 levels of angulation for increased stretch requirements. Athletes will often use a stretching technique prior to their ankles being taped. The sequential compression unit is used on swollen extremities to help reduce fluid in those injured body areas of the arms and lower legs. An inflatable sleeve is applied which allows segmented compression. Elevation of the extremity and electrical stimulation can also be applied at the same time. Microcurrent is a form of very low-level electrical current that is used to decrease pain symptoms as well as reduce inflammation and increase range of motion of injured areas. Adhesive electrode pads can be used to surround the injury, or probes may also be used to treat a smaller specific area. Ultrasound is used as a form of deep penetrating heat that is used to soften adhesions and scar tissue. It also promotes increased circulation, which aids in the healing phase. Galvanic stimulation is another form of electrical current that is used for muscle contractions and can be used in conjunction with ultrasound. The cervical traction machine provides either static or intermittent traction for neck injuries. Heat packs, stretching, massage, and exercises are also used with this type of injury. Traction basically helps to take pressure off of the cervical disc and associating nerves. Ice applications are probably the most commonly used treatment that we have available. It is applied during acute stages of an injury as well as post-practices and games, as a preventative measure to reduce swelling and inflammation. Usual applications take place with a plastic bag and wrap for compression. All treatment and rehabilitation record keeping is placed into our IBM computer. A daily log is kept on file, including which treatment center the treatment was received, whether it was morning or afternoon, the sport, the body part, and all treatments received. This computer program is on a network system which allows us to record and display at both treatment centers. A portable x-ray machine and developer allows our technicians to take x-rays of injuries occurring to the extremities. It is very convenient to have this capability during the home football games when time is very critical on whether to allow a football player to return to a game or not. Usually a player can have the x-ray taken and read by the orthopedic surgeon, the injury taped and padded, and return to the game within 5 to 10 minutes. The Biodex unit is an isokinetic rehabilitation machine. It is used for the rehabilitation of knees, shoulders, ankles, and elbows. The Biodex can also be used to test the strength of these joints. The computer readout gives the athlete immediate biofeedback about the amount of force they are generating as a comparison from injured to non-injured joint. A special feature of the Biodex is its passive mode, which allows an injured body part to be moved by the machine without causing further damage while increasing the range of motion. These rehabilitation exercise modalities act on a closed chain basis. That is, one in which the joint may or may not be weight-bearing, but all movements are in controlled range with no outside influence. Closed chain exercises allow the injured athlete to begin the return to simulation sport-specific activities. The treadmill allows for the close supervision of injured athletes returning to a walking, jogging, or running phase of their rehabilitation. The treadmill can be controlled from very low speeds to up to 10 miles per hour, and with a variation of incline running from 0 degrees to 15 degrees. It can also be used when filming athletes on their gait analysis or running stride and form. The exercise bikes allow an athlete to warm up an injured area prior to doing rehabilitation, as well as providing an alternate means of cardiovascular training. The bikes have adjustable resistance. The Stairmaster is another source for cardiovascular training for those athletes that are not quite ready for full running. The Stairmaster has an array of programs for the injured athlete to work out on. The actual workout simulates stair climbing, only the feet never leave the foot pedals. The upper body ergometer, or UBE, is an upper body rehabilitation machine. It works similar to a bicycle, only it is pedaled with the arms. The UBE is used in regaining motion and providing a cardiovascular workout for athletes recovering from an upper body or lower body injury. The shuttle is a closed chain rehabilitation machine that works the lower body of an injured athlete. The shuttle slides horizontally with resistance provided by 8 rubber tubes. An athlete can work against all of the bands or only one. Calf raises up to plyometric motions can be performed on the shuttle. The slide board is a lower body device in which athletes increase their proprioception and kinesthetic awareness, which will allow them to increase their sport-specific activities in the later stages of rehabilitation. The movement is similar to a speed ice skater with movements of pushing off from one side and sliding across to the other side. The hydrotherapy area is used for treatments that utilizes water in the various forms. The exercise pool is used in the rehabilitation of athletes who are unable to run due to the pounding that running causes on injured areas. It is 12 feet by 14 feet and has a water level of 7 feet. It is kept at 81 degrees, which is relatively cool, but that is the temperature needed for vigorous workouts. Water also adds an element of compression around the injured area, as well as providing a mild resistance while the extremities are being exercised. Flotation devices are used to keep the athlete above water and reduce the fear of sinking. Running, jogging, cross-country skiing, and just about any motion can be done in the pool that can be done on land. The two whirlpools are used to provide treatment in the form of either hot or cold water therapy. The hot whirlpool is usually kept at 104 degrees, and the cold whirlpool is kept between 50 to 60 degrees. Both tanks are stainless steel, which helps to retain the appropriate temperatures. They each have a water jet on them, which allows a form of soft massage. Usually treatment times are 20 minutes. These tanks are used on injuries of the extremities, namely ankles, knees, and arms. The hot tub is utilized in the treatments of injuries to the dorsal areas or to areas that cannot be submerged in the hot whirlpool. The hot tub has jets that run vertically up and down that creates a soft massaging effect to the spinal column. The temperature is usually kept at 102 degrees.